Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Indah Sri Nurmala. My NI am 202016100028. Mathematics Education Study Program, Faculty of Teacher Training and Education, Kuningan University. I will present a journal entitled A Review of Journal Club in Postgrad Medical Education by Patrick C. Elgur MD. A review of Journal Club in Postgrad Medical Education, Patrick C. Elgur MD. Objective: to review the goals, organization, and teaching method of Journal Club, summarize elements of successful club, and evaluate their effect on reading habits and effectiveness in meeting teaching goals. Example of club that utilize principle of adult learning are review, data search, English language article identified through a Medline search 1966 until 1997 using the math term internship and residency, and text word journal club and critical appraisal. Study selection, article on learning goals and organization were included if they represent national or regional survey with a response rate of 65% or greater. Article that evaluate teaching effectiveness were included if they use a controlled educational design or if they exemplify important adult learning principle. Data extraction, data were manually extracted from selected studies and review. Data synthesis, a major goal for most clubs in to teach critical appraisal skill. Clubs with high attendance and longevity are characteristic by mandatory attendance, availability of food, and perceived important by the program director. Residents who are taught critical appraisal report paying more attention to the method and are more skeptical of the conclusion and have increased knowledge of clinical epidemiology and biostatistics, but studies have failed to demonstrate that these residents read more critically. Residents that read more or read more critically. Reading guidelines may be useful for teaching critical appraisal skill and may be associated with increased resident satisfaction. Possibly the earliest reference to a journal club is the biography of Sir James Pack during the period of 1835 until 1854, in which it's noted that a group of students met in a room over a bookstore near Bartholomew's Hospital to read journals or placard. However, its casting description of earlier journal club in Montreal in 1875 that is usually credited as the first report of such an organization in North America. Since this early description, journal clubs have become ubiquitous in medical education training program. Initially, journal clubs serve to help practitioners stay abreast of scientific development, but more recently, they have been used as a vehicle to teach critical appraisal skill, research design, medical statistics, clinical decision the theory, and clinical epidemiology. In internal medicine, the desirability of journal club has been reinforced by publication of the most recent accreditation requirement for training program that mandate resident participation in journal club and instruction in the critical assessment of the medical literature, clinical epidemiology, and medical statistics. Although most training programs sponsor journal club, they are not equally successful in meeting their educational goals or maintaining resident interest. Many journal clubs begin with a flurry of activity, launched in 1 or 2 years, and are renewed again with a new generation of residents. Common reason for discontinuing journal club appear to be lack of time, inadequate preparation, and lack of goal, interest, or participation. Despite This problem Journal Club continue to be found in most training programs, possibly due to their educational diversity, adaptability, and topical pertinence. Journal Club can be student-centered, problem-oriented, and relevant to the learner immediate experience or long-term goals. They can relate theory of practice, be interactive, and may be able to teach skills that enable lifelong learning. Over the last 10 years, a number of publications have documented the goals, organization, and teaching method of Journal Club and visual important learning on programmatic outcomes. Summary of this information may be helpful to those responsible for organizing a journal club or teaching critical epidemiology, research methodology, or critical appraisal skill. The purpose of this article is to review the goals, organization, and teaching method of journal club, summarize elements of successful journal club, and review the effect of journal club on resident reading habits and their effectiveness in meeting their teaching goals. Finally, example of innovative journal club that utilize important principle of adult learning theory are reviewed. Method English language articles were identified through a Medline 1966 until 1997 search using mass heading and internship and residency and the textbook journal club or critical appraisal. The reference of test article were reviewed for additional 13 article on learning goals and organizational structure were included if they represent national or regional survey and had a response rate of 65% or more. Article that include the impact of journal club on resident reading habits, critical appraisal skill, and clinical epidemiology were included if they use a controlled educational design. Article presenting innovation in journal club format were included if the approach were unique or exemplary important adult learning technique. Using this search strategy, 50 articles were identified and reviewed. Of this number, 28 were eliminated, 19 because they were not pertinent to the purpose of the study, and 9 because they did not meet any one of the three inclusion criteria. This review is not a structured meta-analysis or survey result or educational trials because of the paucity or published trial that meet the typical criteria for such an endeavor. However, I saw all published information that might be related to the optimal performance of journal club as an educational experience attempting to highlight strength and weakness. State goals of journal club. Articulating the goals of a learning experience is an important pedagogical step. In a survey of internal medicine chief residents in New York City, the three most common goals for journal club were to teach critical appraisal skill, 67%, to have an impact on clinical practice, 59%, and to keep up with the current medical literature, 56%. Chief resident in North American Pediatric Training Program respond to a similar survey by selecting teaching critical appraisal skill and keeping up with the literature as equally important goal, accounting for 77% of the response. If only one goal was selected by the response, teaching critical appraisal skill was considered most important. In family practice training program, if only one goal was selected by the response, teaching critical appraisal skill was considered most important. In family practice training program director and keep participants abreast of current literature, followed by improving critical appraisal skill and allowing residents and the faculty to work together on common project as their three most important goals, but the response were not quantified. In a national survey of CIS residents in physical medicine and rehabilitation, 52% of the respondents ranked disseminating new information as the most important goal of a journal club. Improving clinical practice was ranked second, and teaching critical appraisal skill was ranked a distant third, with only 28% of the first place vote. In a national survey of emergency medicine residency program, journalists et al. Report that 42% of training programs did not have learning goals for their journal club, although they did not directly ask program director to list their goals. The author report that the three most common journal club formats were designed to keep the resident current 21%, to teach research design 21%, or to review selected topics 16. Teaching critical appraisal of the medical literature was not listed as an organizational format. Prevalence and organization of journal club. In a 1997 survey of program director in the Eastern United States, Sidorow found that 95% of internal medicine training program had an active journal club, as compared with 79% in family practice program. Report a decline earlier. Between 50% and 60% of internal medicine, family medicine, and pediatric program mandate resident attendance to the journal club, with internal medicine and family practice program reporting an estimate attendance rate of 60% in 1995. 100% of 75 accredited programs in physical medicine and rehabilitation had at least one journal club, and attendance was mandatory in 80%. In family practice, emergency medicine, and physical medicine journal club meet at least once monthly, usually during the working hours, typical reviewing between 2 and 3 articles per session. The presence of design leader for the journal club was specifically mentioned in one family practice survey, in which they were report present in 86% of program. Based on a survey of chief resident in Eastern Internal Medicine Training Program, only original research articles were reviewed in 50% of the journal club, and formal teaching of clinical epidemiology and biostatistics was provided in 23% of the program. In contrast, a 1996 national survey of internal medicine program director report formal teaching of clinical epidemiology and biostatistics in 69% of program. Associated with successful journal club, Sidorow defined successful journal club as those with longevity at least 2 years and high level of resident participation, at least 50% attendance. In his study, journal club longevity was associated with the regular provision of food and the presentation of only original research article, not clinical review or case report. Interestingly, although the strategy of restricting journal club article to original research was associated with longevity, it was also associated with the lowest resident attendance rate. High resident attendance rate were associated With smaller program, mandatory attendance, independent from faculty journal club, and formal instruction in biostatistics and clinical epidemiology. Journal club with both longevity and high attendance were characteristic by mandatory attendance, availability of food, and associated with smaller training program. Seligman and Wallis define success in family practice journal club by the level of satisfaction or program director with the educational experience. Variable associated with high level or satisfaction were the regular attendance by program, faculty, and community physician. Having a design leader and mandatory attendance, journalists and college also define success in emergency medicine journal club by an overall satisfaction score by program director. The overall satisfaction score was high when the journal club was held in the evening or at a faculty member's home. The format of the journal club was not associated with the overall satisfaction score. In a survey of family practice journal club in the Southeast, Van der Wood at a assist journal club by resident attendance and perceived educational value by the program director. Attendance rates were high in club, moderate by the faculty or a faculty and resident team as compared with club, moderate by resident alone. There was a significant correlation between the attendance at journal club by the faculty and resident and the program director perception of its educational value. In all cases, attendance was high when program director rated its educational value as vital and lowest when it was rated as having no educational impact. In contrast, Linzer demonstrated high attendance rate uh, in Kelly's faculty as compared with one moderate by a general internist. However, resident assigned to the faculty-led club were considerably more pleased more pleased with their educational experience. Impact of journal club on reading habits, knowledge, and skill. A number of authors have measured the impact of journal club on reading habits, knowledge of clinical epidemiology and biostatistics, and critical appraisal skill of its participants. Table 1. Summary of controlled educational trials to teach resident clinical epidemiology, biostatistics, and critical appraisal skill. Outdoor, design, main outcome measure, and finding. In finding critical appraisal skill, most authors have stated of implied that this entails the ability to assess the validity and applicability and publish clinical evidence as prevails not Linzer and College compared to format for teaching critical reading skill to internal medicine residents. One journal club was led by a generalist faculty member and the other by a chief resident with invite subspecialists. Both teams meet weekly and reviewed articles selected for their clinical as well as methodologic interest. At the end of the academic year, both teams were tested for their knowledge of clinical epidemiology and surveyed regarding their reading habits. Scores on the objective examination were identical for the two teams. The faculty-led team report reading fewer articles, but there was a trend of reading them more completely. More members from the faculty-led team report that the journal club experienced changed their reading habits primarily by making them more skeptical of the other conclusion. Neither team report that the journal club experience altered the ways in which they utilize the literature in their practice of medicine. Although this trial is important as one of the first attempts to measure the effect of journal club experience on participant reading habits and critical appraisal, it is limited by its lack of randomization, pre-intervention evaluation, and formal evaluation and of critical appraisal skills. In a subsequent study, Linzer and colleagues measured the effect of a journal club that emphasized epidemiology method and critical appraisal skill on internal medicine resident reading habit, knowledge of epidemiology and biostatistics, and critical appraisal skill. First-year residents were randomly assigned to a journal club or a series of lectures on ambulatory medicine. The average resident attended 5 educational sessions. All participants receive per-intervention and post-intervention evaluation separated by 9.5 months. The number of articles declined in both groups by the end of the intervention, and there was no change in the proportion of articles that were completely read. However, Journal Club residents report a marked improvement in their ability to read critically and to subsequently incorporate the information into their practice. Only the journal club member report a change in their reading habits, becoming more skeptical and paying more attention to method. Journal club member, but not the control group, significantly improved their score on the epidemiology and biostatistics test. However, neither group demonstrated an improvement in critical appraisal skill when formally tested. The strength of this trial are in randomized controlled design and the use of per-intervention and post-intervention evaluation. A weakness of the trial may have been the dose of the intervention. An average of 5 sessions over 9 months may have been insufficient to learn the skill needed for critical appraisal. And Kitchen and Fair developed a curriculum and test in effectiveness in teaching critical appraisal skill and clinical epidemiology to internal medicine residents in a controlled trial. Two groups of residents begin the trial. Group A received the critical appraisal or clinical epidemiology curriculum. Group B, an ambulatory curriculum. After the intervention, each group was tested for its knowledge of clinical epidemiology. Then the group switched curricula and were retested after completing the second intervention. Group B showed a statistically significant, although modest, improvement in clinical epidemiology knowledge, and Group A maintained knowledge over the course of the trial. Although the groups were not randomized, they did appear to be comparable as judged by the result of their in-service training examination. Despite the state intent, the trial did not equally test critical appraisal skill. Lancome et al. Evaluate the effect of a journal club intervention on pediatric resident acquisition of clinical epidemiology and biostatistical knowledge. The intervention group received 2 hours of didactic literature on research design, clinical epidemiology, and biostatistics. followed by a monthly journal club session in which two articles were presented by residents who emphasized the article methodology and context. Both control and intervention group received pre-intervention or post-intervention evaluation separate by 9 months. The group did not differ in their pre-intervention or post-intervention score. This study was limited by lack of randomization and power, and critical appraisal skills were not tested. Although it was not a trial of an educational intervention, a study by Strand and College reported the development of a new instrument to measure critical appraisal skill. In their model, the abstract introduction and discussion of the test article were removed to encourage unbiased evaluation by the trainee. 11 statements about the article based on the master reading guidelines see below and specific for the type of research article being reviewed were profit, and each statement was linked to a likely type of response. A correct answer for each statement was based on the response from three expert faculty who also reviewed the article. Variability among the experts was low, with 98% of their response within 1 point of the median response. The resident ability to assess the article was measured as the deviation from the correct response and used a calculate a percentage correct score. This instrument has the potential to measure objectively whether critical reading skill of trainee improve with instruction, and it appears to have face and content validity. However, additional testing in older settings is recommended by the author. A number of authors have advocated checklists or reading with as tool for teaching critical appraisal skill. The checklist or reading with my over a number of advantages, including consistency of review, speed, and help to maintain alertness of the review for potential methodology flaws. Probably the most widely used reading with have been published by the McMaster University Clinical Epidemiology Faculty. That reading with consistent of the background, explanatory article, and a summary of the important point in the form of focus question. The mid-measure reading with have been used in a number of educational trials designed to evaluate the effectiveness of teaching critical appraisal skill and clinical epidemiology to both students and residents. Similar reading guidelines published by Yaman have been used in a controlled trial of teaching critical appraisal skill to medical students. Augur et al. Published a package critical appraisal curriculum that include reading guides and other teaching material. A reading checklist has been developed by Bernstein et al. In an emergency medicine training program. A satisfaction survey was distributed to all residents before and after the introduction of a structured review instrument into the monthly journal club. Resident use of the structured review instrument was associated with higher overall satisfaction with the journal club format, as well as a perceived improvement in clinical education, but not with an increase in resident of journal club leader workload. Improvement in critical appraisal skill was not tested. Journal club and adult learning. Educational research has identified several unique characteristics of adult learning, and it may be that instruction that incorporate these principles with enhance the learning experience for residents. Some of the more important adult learning principles are relating the learning task to the immediate work experience of long-term goals, presenting the learning objective in the form of actual situation or pattern problem, use of problem solving, use of multiple teaching format, active learner involvement, and use of frequent constructive feedback. The purpose of this section is to describe provide example of journal club that meet many of these criteria and have promised as effective teaching strategies but have not been formally included. We published one of the first description of a journal club using the learning principle. Each session is devoted to the review of a single paper chosen by the resident because it has been allowed to recently by faculty or other resident in the process of caring for patients. During the session, the presenting resident identifies the study objective and hypothesis. Then the conclusion is summarized as well as its local application. That is how the study is actually being used on the world in the care of Petin, the faculty leader, when facilitates of discussion of the study by the resident and an explicit attempt in made to determine whether the study inference is valid or flawed by methodology problem, and whether the local application of the study is appropriate. This format has the advantage or relating the learning to the resident immediate experience, present the learning in terms of an actual pattern problem, and involves active learning participation. A problem-based journal club has been described by Jurechi. Two or three residents each select a clinical study for presentation. Experts from the main section of the paper are prepared along with a set of open-end questions by the faculty leader. Each member of journal club is asked to individually record answers to the question. Following this, small group of 4 or 5 residents are formed, and each group is asked to arrive and consensual answer. Once the small group have reached their conclusion and representative from each group present their answer to the large group, the question focus on example. No, the question focus on the skill that are needed for critical appraisal. For example, resident may be asked to review the study hypothesis and design an experiment that will test the hypothesis to evaluate the method in terms of fidelity, reliability, feasibility, and relevance and cost. To interpret the primary data and compare their intervention with the outdoor, or to review the raw data and cause the most appropriate statistical test. This format illustrates an interesting use of multiple teaching format and seem to maximize learner participation. Unfortunately, an estimate of necessary faculty preparation time was not provided. King described a cardiology journal club with 4 distinct activities. The first step consists of a trainee describe a case with an unresolved clinical problem. The problems like must coincide with the critical price seldom cause for the journal club session. Next, the trainee outlines and divides the research strategy used to obtain relevant literature and share any tactic that result in difficulty or success. Following this, the trainee review the article used selecting reading quiz in an attempt to determine if the study is capable of answering to research question. Finally, the journal club group discuss the fidelity and applicability of the study conclusion and whether the study has solved the original clinical problem. This model emphasizes learning that is relevant to the learning immediate is problem focused, involves problem solving, and include the process, process of a quality finding relevant literature as well as its critical appraisal. Summary: an important explicit educational goal of most journal club is to teach critical appraisal skill, and for most programs, this is rate higher than keeping up with the medical literature. A journal club is an integral part of most training program and is often the format used to teach critical epidemiology and biostatistics. Success of journal club can be defined by many different parameters, but factors associated with high attendance and longevity include mandatory attendance, availability of food, and perceived educational value by the program director. The impact of a resident or faculty moderator on attendance rate is not clear, but educational satisfaction may be higher in club moderated by the faculty. Resident experts to critical appraisal techniques in a journal club report paying more attention to the method of becoming more skeptical of the author conclusion. However, the amount of resident reading and the degree to which the resident incorporates new information into opinion care may not be influenced by a journal club experience. Well-designed educational trains have demonstrated that is possible improve basic knowledge in critical epidemiology and biostatistics, but not critical appraisal skill using a journal club format. It may be that teaching critical appraisal skill requires more time on text than was provided in test educational experiment. Critical appraisal skill have been successfully taught in other settings. Reading without checklist may be useful tool for journal club. They can help a trainee organize or an oral presentation of an article, remind the trainee of potential methodology flaws, and may be associated with higher trainee satisfaction with the journal club, building on the foundation developed by the mechanism group. A second generation of users, which have been published begin in 1993 by the Evidence-Based Medicine Working Group in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and are increasingly used as a tool to help teach critical appraisal skills. It's clear from this literature review that an ideal journal club format does not exist. Rather, the format depends on the goals of the journal club, the parameter used to define success, and the available resource. Nevertheless, a few common steps can be cited to choose faculty change with initiating or overhauling their existing journal club. First, clearly articulate the goals. This step will aid an the creation of learning objective, teaching format, and implementation strategies. Next, selection the most appropriate format, keeping in mind that longevity and high attendance rate are associated with mandatory attendance and the provision of food. It's likely that direct teaching involvement by the department chairman and other respect faculty member will increase resident participation. The club moderator, whether faculty or resident, need to be skilled in facilitating small group activities. Faculty development sessions that teach small group leadership skills are frequently offered at national specially meetings include the Society of General International Medicine and Society of Teachers in Family Medicine. Greater resident satisfaction with a journal club may be achieved by utilizing the learning principle, including relating the learning task to immediate patient care experience, use of problem-solving techniques, multiple teaching formats, and active learning involvement. Finally, the use of a structured format to review the literature may improve the resident understanding of the material, the efficiency of their presentation, and their satisfaction with the educational experience. For example, if the major teaching goal for a journal club were to teach critical racial skill and to improve the care of patients, the journal club could be designed to answer one or more clinical questions that are currently active on the medical ward or ambulatory clinic. A small part of each journal club could be used to teach the basic element of critical appraisal or clinical epidemiology to give the resident the necessary tools to succeed in this endeavor. The clinical question could be addressed by use evidence-based medicine techniques with the help of user guides or other structured review format. A group concept could be reached and compared with the actual care being rendered. Journal format are educationally diverse and can allow for the incorporation of many important principles of adult learning. Journal club remain a fertile area for educational research and provide an adaptable format for the teaching of the new basic skills. Conclusion: journal club format are educationally diverse, can incorporate adult learning principles, and are an adaptable format for teaching the new basic skill. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.